Hey guys, welcome to my Q&A video. Thank you so much to everybody who has managed to ask me questions. I do have them here, and there are about 10 questions that I got. Some of them, actually, one is like mentally taxing, so I'll do my best to answer it. All of the questions, regardless, I'll do my best to answer them. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first question is from Liz, and she says, what motivates me? I think what motivates me the most is my fear of not being enough. If I can tell you about my story from primary and high school, I used to be made fun of. I used to be bullied, not physically bullied, but I used to be teased a lot and called names. So I used to chime into it just to, have some friends. Even though the friends were kind of bad, I still continued to be with them because, I was not seeing myself as good enough to be with the smart kids and all that. And besides, I was not very academically inclined. I did do my best, but I think I was average in primary and high school. So when I got to varsity, I soon realized that, okay, this energy is really affecting me. It's really affecting my social life, my academic, my spiritual life. So what can I do? So that's when I started asking myself questions like, if I don't feel enough, what can I do to feel enough? What can I be to be enough? What can I do to be the best that I can? And that became a driving force for me, and it's been pushing me ever since. Now I feel a need to be better and better every day, regardless of how I feel. I need to perform regardless, So another thing I can say is God. At the end of the day, I still do have that thought in my mind where I know that I will return to Him when my days on earth are over. So I need to account to Him. So I think He'll ask me, so what did you do for me on earth? And that question is important because if I don't know how to answer that, He might send me the other way, and I don't want to go the other way. And the second question is from Simi. She says, what helps you maintain or try to be consistent in your walk with God? And what advice would you give someone who's already interested in joining the walk? What helps me stay consistent? I think that because I've already acknowledged that I'll be accounting to God one day, that helps me remember, and that helps me try to maintain my relationship with God. Yes, sometimes it's tricky, but it's doable. It's definitely doable. So how I do it is I started reading the Bible a lot. Even though I've been probed many times throughout the years to read the Bible, I really sat down like end of last year and into this year trying to constantly read the Bible, and I have been doing that. So what I can say, my advice is, if you want to increase your walk with God or join the walk, is that you can start with whatever medium possible, whether it be going to church, attending live sermons, or group fellowships, whatever you can do to get closer to God, do it. You're not just limited to one thing. So how I like to say, if you know you're getting closer to God, is when there's peace inside of you. So, for example, you will always feel that feeling of contentment whenever there's chaos outside, but you feel content and you feel at ease. You know what I mean? So, when it comes to giving advice, there's just a lot of things you can do, but just know that when you start feeling peace inside of you, that's when God is really close to you. And the third question is from Kolani, and he says, would you be open to creating a few religious content, matters of life in Christianity? I think so. Yeah, I'll do my best. Honestly, I'm still discovering my niche. I just started my YouTube channel like last year. I just started being active last year, April. So this month is actually going to be my 1 year. Being on YouTube active. However, I will see how I can integrate religion into my content, something flying around. I don't want to make it strictly religion because people have different beliefs, and they do tend to get attached in terms of religion, but of course, everybody is going to get touched. Somebody is going to get touched about religion. We're all different. There are many religions throughout the world. So but I will try and integrate religious content in my videos. With life and Christianity, of course, I'm a Christian myself. So I will do my best to try and shoot content like that. Rosette asked a question. Well, she actually has like 5 questions. Okay, the first one is, what is the purpose of my YouTube channel? The purpose of my YouTube channel is obviously to provide value. You know, I've always had that thing that if one person were to come to me and say, dude, thank you so much. Your information that you've been able to share online has really changed my perspective. It has really helped me in difficult times, and I really appreciate that. Even if it's just one person, I will be grateful for that, you know. But my purpose is just to motivate people. I am trying to do farming content and also vlogs and my lifestyle, but that's the main purpose, just to add value to somebody and give them a new perspective about certain things. And yeah, if I can do that, then I've achieved my goal. Just one person. If it's many, then that's great. The second question from her is, what is the one thing you'll never do again? I will never think that I'm on top of the world, because if I do that, it leads to a lot of arrogance. And I once did it before where it hurt somebody's feelings, and it was a girl that I really liked and it hurt their feelings. So thinking that I'm always on top of the world is one thing I'll never do, because it just leads to pride and arrogance. Yeah. Have you ever had a nickname, and what is it? My nickname was Maxwell. I gave it to myself, and yeah, people started calling me Maxwell. It wasn't on my birth certificate that I just made. I just made it up in high school and primary just to look cool, but it wasn't there. Yeah, my nickname was Maxwell. What is the most daring thing you've ever done? I remember, when was it? With this guy Sebastian and my cousin, we actually climbed the signal tower in Nelspruit. You see, there's this, if you know Nelspruit in Mpumalanga in South Africa, there's this huge rock where you can like see the whole of Nelspruit, and there's a signal tower there. We actually went to the top of that signal tower and we took a selfie. That was the most daring thing I've ever done. We took a selfie, but I have no proof anymore because I lost all my previous data from my other phones. So yeah. What is the craziest thing you've ever done in the name of love? Yo. I went to the girl's house and their parents were there. I just wanted to say I'm sorry to this person, and yeah, please forgive me. The mom came out first, and then because she knows me, she's like, okay, go talk to your friend. And then we talked, but after that, she was like, please don't come here ever again because my dad is not happy about this. And then, yeah, I'm not gonna come back again because, hey, next time goes with Shuva if I do. So yeah, that's the craziest thing I've ever done in the name of love. And then we have your anonymous messages where people don't wanna show themselves. I understand, it's fine if you don't wanna show your name. So anonymous one says, who was the last dude you texted? The last dude I texted was my friend Lance. He moved to another area, so I was helping him the other day pack his stuff with his friends. So his friends helped him move or relocate to the other place. Well, basically it's his colleagues. So yeah, it's reasonable that they went that side to help him unpack also. So yeah, that was the last dude I texted. Anonymous 2 says, let's go out. Asambe, why not? Let's go out. Just reveal yourself so I can know who I'm going out with. But yeah, anyways, I'm willing to go out. It'll be awesome. Anonymous 3 says, and this is a very deep question, in what particular circumstance should we allow pride to overcome humbleness? Because people will take you for a ride if you're forever showing humility. Yeah, it's a very deep question, and let me see how I can answer this. So there are 2 ways people can use the word be humble. 2 ways. And you should be able to discern who is saying be humble. The first way, one can be somebody who is perhaps have achieved what you want to achieve. They've gone through the goals and all the failures, the ups and downs, and they've actually conquered this thing. They have the right to tell you to be humble because they know the journey, they know the ups and downs, and they're trying to warn you, saying that, okay, perhaps you should slow down here, but you just should continue. Never give up. Don't quit on the goal. So they will guide you. Basically, they will mentor you throughout the way so you can reach the goal or the destination that you want to reach. So those are the type of people who can tell you to be humble. The second type of humble is from people who want to suppress you. Now, what I mean by this, there are people who will think they know the best for you, but they're just trying to suppress your dreams. One, because they have either walked the journey and have never completed it because of some reason, or they've never done what you want to do. So it becomes a thing because they're telling you to be humble, but really they're just telling you to give up on your dreams. So you should be able to recognize who is telling you to be humble. And that's when you can be able to know if you should be prideful over your things or be humble over your things. I hope I answered the question clearly. It's clearly a tricky question, but yeah, in a situation like that, you should be able to discern who is telling you to be humble and why. And if they are saying this way, you should know that you should be prideful in the situation or be humble in the situation. So yeah, that's the best way I can answer it. If you perhaps need more clarification, obviously you can text me and then we can further engage in it. Anonymous 4 says, when is the right time to let go of a relationship and how do you get over a breakup? Wow, even Jolo, it's tough. All I can say is that there is no one size fits all instruction manual for dating. There is none. The only instruction manual that you guys can get is the one you two decide to write together. And the first standard you impose to one another is communication. When you guys started off, when you met each other, there was constant communication, and now all of a sudden, because you've secured the girl or secured the guy, you start resting on your laurels, and that is bad because it will give a signal that you're no more interested, you're no more fired up as you used to be. And that standard should always be strong. If there's no reciprocation between the two of you, it shows that there are signs that there'll be a decline in the relationship. And the worst thing is that if the person or the partner starts habitualizing the non-communication, if they start communicating less and they don't have a reason or a good excuse as to why they're not communicating with you, that's your sign to say, okay, strike one. But if they continuously do it, that's time to leave. But anyways, there are different situations of how people decide to leave relationships. I think for me, when there is no constant communication, it just shows that there's someone who's being given attention. I don't know. But there's also that thing where you need to be spiritually connected. Your beliefs are important in a relationship. If one is ancestral and one is Christian or Muslim, whatever, your beliefs will start to clash, and that can be a problem. And obviously that is the right time to just leave the relationship, because it shows that one of you has to believe in one other's beliefs, and if you're not willing to do that, then it's shy. So yeah, that is my example of the right time to let go in a relationship. I hope I did answer you. And how do you get over a breakup? Let me say for the guys. I can say for the guys, but I can't say for the girls. So sorry, ladies, if I can't answer this question for you, or if it's not the way you want to hear it. For the guys, I can say be busy and be productive. And yes, do take some time to reflect, but most of the time you should be busy with things that are distracting, like work, reading, studying, exercising. You should be distracting yourself that way. I wouldn't even say it's a distraction, it's something productive, but you should be doing those things to make sure that you can mentally stimulate yourself, physically stimulate yourself, because you don't want to be sitting all the time reflecting. As guys, we really do think a lot, and you don't want to be finding yourself thinking about this girl who left you and all that. So I think that the best way to get over a breakup is just to go out, keep yourself productive, keep yourself busy, and yeah, do take some time to reflect, but mostly work. And then you'll find yourself forgetting about this person quicker than you expect. That's how I can say you can get over a breakup. Anonymous 5 says, my BF likes you and won't stop talking about you. By BF, I hope you mean your best friend, and she's a girl, because if it's a boyfriend, okay, thank you, but wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I trust that I am providing some value to the person, hence why they like me and won't stop talking about me. Thank you so much. Anonymous 6 says, do you hate anybody or do you hate anyone? No, I don't hate anyone. Honestly, it's a lot of mental energy to hate a person. It's like a slow poison to yourself while you think you're poisoning the other person. So honestly, I don't hate anyone. Anonymous 7 says, who is the last person I texted? It's a friend of mine, Gele. So yeah, that is the last person I texted. Thank you so much for tuning into my Q&A session. Thank you for all of those who have managed to ask me questions. And just one thing, please do check out my website, thrivemotives.com. I'm a photographer, videographer, so yeah, I do take content and shoot content, photos and videos for people. So if you want to book me, just head to my website, thrivemotives.com, and do book your session today. Obviously, for international people, it won't be financially viable to take a flight and take photos of you guys outside. So it's limited to South African people right now, especially in Mpumalanga, because I'm in Mpumalanga. And once again, thank you so much for everybody who's managed to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, please do, and I'll see you in the next video.